So you just got your blood work results back. Everything says normal, but you still feel like trash. So here's the deal. A lot of times when we get blood work done, there are only certain things that we have that are taken. Some of the things that are missed when we do our blood work are some common things that kind of give us a heads up of what's going on early on, so we can kind of head that off early. One of the tests that I love to have is the fasting insulin test. That is a test that gives you an idea about every 30 days how your insulin is functioning in your body. This gives you a heads up if your A1C is going up or coming down. So A1C is a measure over 90 days, at least 90 days, right? 30 days cuts that time into a third. So you have time to course correct if your blood sugar is getting out of hand. Another one that you probably see, but maybe not, the HSCRP, that's the high sensitivity C-reactive protein test. Another good one for you, that is the one that's going to let you know about inflammation. So if you have inflammation going on in your body, that causes a bunch of other issues down the road, which also increases your insulin, which can increase your cortisol, which can create a nasty loop that you just won't like. All right. So that is a big one there. Now, here's a couple secret ones that most people don't do, but you probably should be doing. So there's one called the ApoB test. So the ApoB, apolipoprotein B, that is the test that's going to let you know about the size of cholesterol, like the small, it's on every cholesterol, the LDL, the VLDL, the HDL, it's on all of those, but it's the one that lets you know about the number of particles that are actually on those cells, the ones that could become an issue later on in terms of cardiovascular issues. That's what we are there. Then the next test that I want you to look at is the uric acid test. Now, most people think about the uric acid test and go, oh, it's all about gout. No, the uric acid test is one that also tells you about insulin function. Yeah, because what happens here is you have this hyperinsulin situation going on, right? And that's usually due to a lot of high fructose intake. And because of that, it decreases your body's ability to produce nitric oxide. And the nitric oxide is great for blood flow in all sorts of parts of your body. So if it's decreasing your body's ability to create nitric oxide, you decrease blood flow. So that causes other issues in other places. Okay. In your standard liver test, you're going to have a test for the GGT, right? That's another liver enzyme. This is the one that's going to tell you whether or not you're setting yourself up for fatty liver disease. The short version. Your other enzymes may be normal. The ALT, the AST, they may be normal. But if this GGT is higher than it should be, yeah, that's going to be an issue because that's reflecting how your body's producing glutathione. And that's your master antioxidant in the body. So if it can't produce that, then you're creating oxidative stress all over the body. We can get into that later, but I'd be happy to go through this stuff with a lot of people. So these are a few things that you should look at when it comes to your blood test. These are the types of things we look at when it's in the Synergy Slim program. We're walking people through this blood work so we can tailor make a program for them to help them optimize their health. If you want to know more about the Synergy Slim program, YNSLIM.com. I'm Dr. J Ware. I'll see you over there.